You know, sometimes we gotta stare at that lonely mirror and look at who we are as an individual. We gotta check ourselves, man. We gotta know when we make a crucial mistake. We gotta know when we have an honor or we lost our honor, bro. It ain't everybody's fault when you going through something and you do something wrong. You gotta have accountability. Now, Kevin McCall, you know, the songwriter, the producer, the counterpart of one Chris Brown in the Deuces, famous Deuces video. Once upon a time, I don't know if he's the baby daddy, but I know he was the fiance of Eva, you know, the girl who's a co-host of the Ricky Smiley in the morning show, you know, who was America's top model with Tyra Banks, whatever that lady's name is. Yeah, so we know the history of Eva and the history of Kevin McCall. We know the history of Kevin McCall and the Chris Brown stories. Now, what happened was Kevin McCall came on a very likable, great podcast known as Kraig Facts. I love the Kraig Facts show. You know what I mean? Kraig, as an individual, I love him. I love Don. I love Dozy. I love Duncan. Charlie, Todd, you know, Todd became a fan for me. You be having a few misses. It's Blaze. It's a lot of people in there, and if I miss the names, because it's too much of y'all. But y'all all give me my great entertainment, man. Y'all give me a purpose to keep rocking out and listening to. Now, what's going on with Kevin McCall? He had a special episode that a lot of y'all seen, where he started talking about what he's been through. You know what I mean? And he got in a situation with one of the co-hosts, Brandon. Brandon was a little aggressive at him. Brandon was talking about, oh, it's wrong to hit women or whatever. And I feel personally it is wrong to hit women or whatever. But Kevin felt like Brandon was not being fair. Brandon didn't look at it from his perspective. Like, these allegations are not true at all. They're false. You know, Brandon is acting like the very media that Kevin McCall hates. Brandon is behaving in a way like not a brother and trying to understand. Like, I'm all for protect the ladies, but when you're just protecting the ladies at all costs, even against innocent men, it's a problem. So Kevin McCall was looking at it as that nature. And I'm gonna be real with you, I didn't look at it like that at the time, because at the time, instead of me having Kevin's back, instead of me being a grown-up and listening to this man's story, because I'm gonna go deeper on this video about the hidden agendas in the industry, bro, and what he been through, the secret parties, and what happened with educational purpose, other men at those secret parties, and what they tried to engage with him and get Kevin to do and join these secret groups. And you know, I should have been paying attention more to that, but I was in the chat room, right? And we were just letting Kevin McCall have it. Not just me, and many people in the chat room. We're calling him Zesty. We was calling him the Cortels. Corey, as in, you know, subjugated to anything you want to think. I can't say it on YouTube, but y'all know what I mean. And we were calling him the funny business, all that. You know, because when you share a story like that about what you go through with other men and in secret societies, secret groups, sometimes if you're in a comedy platform such as the Kraig Facts Show, we like the joke, we like the roast, we like the laugh. And we didn't give this guy a chance at all. We were like, hurry up with the story, pause. We all were like, pause, bro. Like, and I'm saying we because I have to make myself accountable too, because I was one of the main ones. I was letting him have it, bro. And I remember the chat room was following the wave, because, you know, I got a verification check. Maybe people never even known my channel, IsmokeHiphop Live, but when you see a verification check, most people like to flourish towards that check and agree with that guy that has, or that creator or that female who has the verification check. And instead of me being a leader in the room, oh man, we let Kevin have it. And Kevin was going deep. Kevin felt loved to be in that room with the Kraig Facts Show. Let's get that out the way. Kevin McCall wasn't rude. He wasn't disrespectful at all. He was very respectful. You could see it in his eyes, bro. The way he was looking at everybody, he finally felt he could breathe again. He felt like he had a brotherhood, and I know how that felt, bro. When you just chill by yourself and for yourself because you don't trust nobody, you don't trust family, friends, and nobody, your mind plays tricks on you, bro. It does feel refreshing to speak to other people again, bro. I mean, the conversate, the build, to be in a brotherhood amongst other men that think like you, it feels relieving, probably a refreshing feeling for this man. And at the time, I couldn't look at it like that. I'm like, oh, Kevin McCall, the celebrity who's blaming everybody but himself. But had I just shut up and listened to this man's story, then you can hear somebody in pain, somebody crying for help, somebody's that not crying for help. You want people to feel sorry for him, but you want people to listen to your story, bro. Like, you don't have to like me, you don't gotta respect me, but I would appreciate if somebody listened to me. Every human being on this planet want to be heard, and that day I didn't want to listen to Kevin McCall being heard, bro. And when I look at the Brandon situation, the reason why he was gonna fight with Kraig Facts, I don't know if Brandon is a former co-host or Brandon is, I don't know what's going on with Brandon. I ain't seen him lately in a while, and that's two different stints where he went missing in action. And because I like Kraig Facts and I like Brandon, I'm not gonna be somebody, you know, making them have a beef or anything like that. So if anything is transpiring behind the scenes, I hope you brothers make peace. And even if it ain't peace, if it's something different, whatever's going on, I hope we see you back again. But Brandon took the initiative to almost like an attack way, you know, like an attack dog. He took on Kevin McCall. And Brandon came in there late. So Brandon didn't get to listen to the stories and what the guy's been through. Brandon just instantly jumped on. And remember, during this time, Brandon already was missing in action too. So Brandon is just trying to get his vibe again. Maybe Brandon think the intention in the room was, I need to continue to be Brandon, because Brandon was the same way with Corey Holcomb, which I like that. I like men being men. I like men letting each other know how I think about you, this how I feel. I'm gonna be respectful, but this how I clearly feel about you. So Brandon has an honest truth moment and who he is. He doesn't do this just to one particular person. He do it to everybody. He tell you what it is. He tell you the truth. But where I feel like a guy like Kevin McCall, who's been through what he's been through, his story, his everything he's been through, I think Brandon should have been in a role of a mentor, a role of you're older than this dude. And even if you're not older, you needed to be in a role where you stand back and you listen more. Of course, we know guys want to be the superheroes, but I think we got enough superheroes wearing capes for females. We don't have enough people who can listen to the stories. Because if you hear Kevin McCall's story, I think he got done wrong multiple years over and over. And if you look at his story, I remember the years ago, this is when I was in the military, him splitting from the Chris Brown situation. He tried to explain it to us, another police incident he had. And then a few years after that, he tried to, you know, climb himself back up, another police incident, and then another situation with Eva. You know, it was a lot going on, almost like strategically people are trying to put Kevin McCall in these situations. You know what I mean? Kevin McCall is a good dude that seems to get trapped in these situations versus X, Y, and Z. So you gotta listen to a man who can come in front of a camera and say other men's educational purpose tried to touch him. Other men tried to do things with him, you know, fornications. They tried to make him drink certain things. They tried to make him get involved in these group activities, these quote-unquote group activities. Y'all know what I mean? Look, when I do the quote-unquote, it's not just because I'm trying to show my pretty tattoos. I ain't trying to show y'all the tattoos. And look, by the definition of this tattoo I got right here, it says what? Live life. So Kevin McCall was just trying to live life, and they made life a hardship for him. It became a burden. And when you don't try to understand and realize what people are going through, you fall victim into the same people who discriminate against those who've been part of those secret societies in the industry. You give them no chance to make a way for themselves, bro. Gotta elevate your mindset, gang. You can't just get trapped in the same situation, bro. So Kevin McCall, if you looking at this video, I do apologize to you, brother. I look at the pain you've been through, and I don't just look at it to try to make myself feel better. No, I really internalized it, and I feel for you. If anything, I think there should be a movie about what you've been through. There should be books, everything written, because you're vulnerable right now. And when men go in a group setting like the Kraig Facts show, it's a vulnerable state. And if people, you don't know who's there in the room, and you know you're not addressing the information properly, it could be a trap for you. And Kevin McCall probably felt he was in the trap when Brandon gave him that that scolding. And I personally feel, Kevin McCall, I should have never made fun of your situation, me nor anybody else in that chat room. Although we like the roast, I'm not gonna apologize for roasting, but I'm apologizing because I didn't take you serious as I should. Cause there should be no mistaking about it that I am feeling bad for what that man went through, and I am respectful, and I am showing humility right now. And I hope in my humble apology that man can humble himself to accept my apologies too. I don't know if he, you know of me or anything, but I'm pretty sure if he watched that video on the replay, you'll see me everywhere in that chat room along the likes of everybody else, and we doing the tit for tats in there, bro. So that's not the type of man I am. I do like to laugh, but I didn't do it in a visceral way. I just did it to get some kicks. But there's nothing funny. Hang on. There's nothing funny about what you went through. Nothing funny at all. I'm your God Bless One. Thank you for watching another episode of I Smoke Hip Hop Live. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed, gang. I'm